On the Big Dumb Fun Show, we're hanging out at Harling's upstairs. You can call us, leave a random ass voicemail message. We might play it on the air. That number is 816-984-0173. We are hanging out here at Harling's upstairs with my guest host, JD Enke.
Hello.
And Steve Thrilliams.
Hello. We're bringing you the thrill. I'm probably not. It's been very calm so far.
At least the sun's not shining through like it was a couple weeks ago. We're here every Wednesday in March. We will be here next Wednesday, April 1st. We are doing the live broadcast from 6 to 9 p.m. And then, of course, instead of music, we're doing something a little different. We have stand-up comedy. Woo-hoo. That's right. We're going to invite some of the best stand-up comedians from Kansas City here to Harling's to get on stage and make you laugh.
Or make Brian cry.
Or make Brian laugh.
Really? I don't think so. He doesn't listen to us very well.
Yeah.
He's actually here. He doesn't listen to us.
I know. That's why I like to throw in his name every once in a while just to see if he responds. It could mean anything, honestly.
He might not be paying attention at all, or he might be paying attention to everything. He's just that good.
Juan, however, left his brandy untended.
Juan, what is wrong with you?
Well, you know, you probably trust the bar and the bartender.
Don't do it.
Take him out of that. Now, you were pulling up a story, JD Enke.
There's some doozies out there, let me tell you right now.
A story about a fire extinguisher factory that caught on fire.
Okay.
Oh, the irony!
Worse than that, it was actually destroyed.
It was.
I wonder if there was an old-timey reporter there doing like the Zeppelin, oh, the irony!
This was in Chicago, of all places, you know, where they should learn from like
guy at the Zeppelin
100 years ago, when they burned the whole entire town down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, apparently the blaze Thursday night in Archer Heights.
How many fires need to start with the Great Chicago something? The Great Chicago Fire Extinguisher Factory fire.
Okay, here's the thing that's sad. Okay, so you think that a fire extinguisher factory probably has a few, finished fire extinguishers, right?
You would think.
So as they start to explode,
the
you think they
problem
start
is
to
you don't want to
fire
just run and grab them because you're losing count on the inventory.
No, but
There's some magic. I go, wait a second. No, we don't have. Those are going out. We need one. It's not a big fire.
Yeah.
Like the fires don't start.
Apparently it was pretty big because it took 150 firefighters to put it out in 3 hours. So
Good man.
big
That would be really odd that they would have that much flammable material at a fire extinguisher factory.
And it's brick too.
Well, they also made oily rags there.
Yeah. So, you got stacks of wood shavings here.
Okay, here's probably the difficulty because they did not have enough water to build because of lack of hydrants.
Lack of hydrants.
They're like, why do we need to build them around a fire extinguisher factory? The guy says.
They need no hydrants. They've got enough extinguishers.
Like, I think they got this covered. And now that guy's kicking himself.
Well, in the fire department, they're like unwinding hose to try to figure out how much hose they actually have.
Right.
They're like, okay, that's not close enough. What are we going to do? Where can we get more hose?
I don't know. Do you think we should just let this one go?
It turned out it was 150.
Obviously, God wanted it to burn. It's a fire extinguisher factory.
Was anybody injured?
No, everybody's fine, which is good. At least that's positive, right? But
fortunately, but how did it say what time it happened? I don't know. It's a fire extinguisher factory. Did they run in 24-hour shifts?
There were a few.
Like there's just that high demand for fire. When's the last time you used a fire extinguisher? I have one underneath like the sink where I live, right?
I don't think I've ever used one for its intended purpose.
3 years, almost 4 years now, and I've never used that fire extinguisher once.
I've used one in my car. I had an old car, I still have an old car, but the old Harley carburetors had a tendency to backfire if you didn't have the points set right. So I quickly replaced points with Pertronics, so never has a problem again. But back in the day, you'd every once in a while get a choke, and then all of a sudden, boom, flames. And then it blow out the power valve, and you have to replace that, and then it fires.
Yeah, well.
It is what it is.
But it actually took a fire extinguisher to put it out.
Not
It would
usually.
just be like a
Not
gas
usually,
fire.
but once it did, yeah.
Like the hood catches on fire because the insulation underneath.
Right. So yeah, but that's okay. We're good now. So. But this was at 9 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock at night.
So what were they doing at 9 o'clock at night in the fire extinguisher?
They might have been getting close to the end of their shift. If they're working like a 10 to 6, 6 to 2, 2 to 10. People at the end of their shift, they're not paying as much attention.
That is true.
As they might at the beginning of the shift. They just want to go home. The fire probably started pretty small, and they thought, hey, you know what? I'm only here another hour. Somebody else is coming on the shift. They can take care of this fire.
Right. Well, let me tell you what, though, that was kind of funny, but there's another one that was much more funny that I had to show Steve. Okay, so someone on a British Airways plane took a crap so bad that they had to turn around and come back. How bad do you have to be to turn around, make a whole plane
I've
turn
done
around?
some awful things on planes before, so that's got to be real.
They say they use the actual, facilities.
Or is it just in a seat?
It says the plane was essentially rendered useless. How does that work?
Like the guy just going in his seat. Like he's just sitting there.
No, can you imagine? I think I would be proud. I think I'd always be proud of it that my turn was so appalling I turned the plane around.
You know, at the moment it's got to be embarrassing, but I guarantee that guy tells that story to his friends. He's like, hey, you guys remember that time that I went out to dinner with you guys?
Hey, anybody need some
light turnaround?
Anybody needing some flotation device? I've got it right here.
I wonder if he'd be tried as a terrorist for dropping that bomb.
How would you? I mean,
A weapon
imagine
of mass destruction.
the embarrassment if the guy actually did go up and use the restroom. He had to know that it smelled bad. I mean, he was in that little tiny cubicle, that little walk-in closet of a restroom.
Right.
And if he's anybody, he probably saved it up, because sometimes you never know when you travel, and you want to take the most, you want to make the most of the experience. So why not take a drop and do something?
How did he
He
survive?
probably had the bud and beef stick here.
Yeah, the bush.
The bush and beef stick before he got on the flight.
Imagine the person that went in there directly afterwards that just had to pee, that had to ensure people that they were only in there to pee. He's like, no, I promise, I only peed. I wasn't in there long enough. That was definitely not me.
I mean, have you ever been in that situation?
Yeah,
You decide, I would rather hold it than go in that
Oh
restaurant.
yeah.
This will date me, but I keep thinking of like Cheech and Chong's when they did that whole thing where he ate the shish kebabs and things are tough all over. And it's like, oh, it's like a gas curtain.
Well, on a plane, at what point, I mean, the pilots have to make that call, right? It's not like the stewardesses are back there going,
No, they're probably back on.
I mean, the guy comes out of the store.
Like a fog and doves come out somehow.
I would duck
John Woo directed it. I don't know.
like crows or something.
Right, crows. There you go. Like, I'm pretty sure that's Randall Flagg
And
from the stand.
Part of the reason they turned the flight around, the pilots couldn't use the restroom.
Right. That was it. That was it.
Oh man, I had to go.
I ain't going
This will
there.
never do.
All I was here, I was gonna go right after we got up off of takeoff, right? When we got up to cruising altitude, I was gonna go. And this guy, he went in there. I'm assuming it's a guy.
This was
I'm
not.
assuming it's a guy. It could have been a woman. Who knew?
Yeah, you sexist bastard, you. No, I mean, they probably just have to get down below 10,000 feet so they can open a window or something.
Open a window.
Can we depressurize this cabin real quick? I think we're all going to die.
Can't you just flush the toilet again? Because it's got that whole suction that, you flush that airline toilet, you're afraid you're almost going to suck your own ass out of the plane. It's like,
I find it hilarious that we've talked about ass suction 2 weeks in a row on this show.
well, we could have kept going with the fire extinguisher factory.
Well, yeah, or the rat boners, but we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. We're going to...
We'll talk about rat boners later.
Right, no, I don't know if we're going to talk
My
about
new
rat
favorite
boners.
line.
Rat boners.
Don't worry, we'll talk about rat boners later, guys.
It's important. Inquiring minds.
That's a whole different kind of a mousetrap.
Saying it with such a serious tone like that.
I'm serious. Come
No,
on.
don't worry.
Can you imagine being able to give somebody a boner by just walking down the street? And
Yeah,
putting a
I
ring
do
on
it all the time. Have you looked at me?
Wait a second, you said a rap boner?
No. Rat
Slightly
boner.
different.
Like, I got so much, I got it going on, I'm gonna give you a boner all night long.
If you're
Are you talking about like the furry rodent?
Furry rodent boner.
Okay, well,
Also, I'm fairly certain at this point you've never heard a rap song.
That's okay. He likes to think he knows how to do like Jamaican music. So it's all right.
Well, for a while, make it up a little bit.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Pretty fly.
As I drink my Irish rust.
It sounded way better over the microphone there, doesn't it?
Here's Isaac James with their song Home on the Big Gun Front Show.
That often you could say that you stretch rat boners for a full minute.
Brian wants to hear about rat boners.
Yes, I know how it sounded saying stretch rat boners.